Hello friends, I'm Anvesha Mitra signing in for Buzz in Town, and today I'm at the newest restaurant venue in town, and that is Tamra in Shangri-La, New Delhi. Now Tamra takes inspiration from copper, the bowl copper, which was used traditionally to rustle up delicious dishes. So taking a cue from that, the restaurant progresses. But otherwise, it's an all-day diner that serves up a vast array of global cuisine with an Indian accent, and yet manages to create a wonderful rustic atmosphere that's reminiscent of a traditional spice market. I can't wait to find out what more they have on offer. So let's. Right now I'm at the Western Grill within Tamra, and here I'm with chef. So what he's done is he's seasoned a piece of pork chop, and he's going to grill it in front of us. And let's see how it's being done. Come.
And this is the boiled pork chop.
So that's a piece of pork, and he's put it on the grill. And what is it seasoned with?
It's seasoned with some herbs, Italian herbs.
Okay.
And I do have salt and pepper in it.
Okay.
That's it.
Hi there. What's that?
This is butter. Teppanyaki usually put butter.
Oh,
Most of.
is it? And why is that? Just to make it, give it a nice aroma.
Yeah, nice aroma also and Japanese flavor also. I show you. And then I'm going to put the flame here. This flame is not for the show or something. Actually, this one is for flavor.
Okay.
Remove the bad smell or something and put aroma. So after like that,
So immediately you have to cover it, is it?
yeah. So the flavor will be not gone of the love
With the
or
flame.
alcohol. Yeah.
Right.
Some people are thinking about the teppanyaki is like a show, but we are not doing for show this one for the flavor of the food.
And traditionally also it's done in the same way. I mean, traditionally, teppanyaki, you put it on flame and then it's done, right?
Depends on the food, but
Okay. That's garlic.
mostly beef food, but shrimp and some seafood also possible.
Okay.
And I'm cooking from garlic chip, garlic slice. This is sake. That's what we did it for.
Sake.
Yeah.
But rice wine vinegar. And it's ready. Juicy, succulent pieces of tenderloin, and it has a nice topping of shredded garlic. A little bit of
Here we
beef.
go. This is beef teppanyaki.
Thank you, chef. Guess where I am? There is something called a dessert theatre, and it's quite theatrical in the true sense of the word, because I'm standing here in front of an oven actually from Germany, and this was used in the 1900s, and this is probably one of the only hotels in Delhi which has sourced this oven, and you're just going to look at it very shortly. And chef has made for us a chocolate preparation, a chocolate souffle, and he's going to just pull that out of the oven fresh obviously, and put it here in front of us. So let's look at it. And there it is, beautifully gooey, chocolatey chocolate souffle from the 1900, from the 20th century oven which it has been brought out of. Hi, I am sitting right now with Chef Martin Brecker, and he is the executive chef of Shangri-La, and he's here before an entire spread of the creations at Tamra. and he's going to walk us through the concept of his food here and what makes him have a palate for Indian dishes. So chef, tell us.
Yeah, hi to everybody. So the question is basically what's the concept behind Tamra? Tamra is, I was told, Sanskrit, and this refers to kappa, and this was basically chosen by the management and by the owner in terms of honor and value, basically cooking values. Tamra refers to kappa, as I said, and then there's as well lots of kappa inside this place. There are many kappa pots, and in the end of the day, mankind used kappa before
Plenty
stainless
all
steel.
around the place.
So that's basically a cooking vessel in the end of the day.
Yeah.
Still kind of used. And we have as well some kind of dishes where we're going to use this copper plated trays in order to present the food.
Right. So, can you talk about some of the creations, some of your signature dishes that you have on the menu?
Tamra is basically a buffet restaurant, and at the end of the day, it would be a pity to reveal all of the little secrets towards our
Yeah,
signature
you could
dishes.
just pick
But in the end of the
maybe a
day, there's a vast variation of Indian food. For example, we do
Right.
5 tandoors, we do 5 in this restaurant. There's as well something like an household cooking style going on. We're gonna grill your basically breads and this kind of
Right,
things.
right.
Then there's an Asian oriental cooking theater, which is very exciting because we do have an interesting chef from Thailand there. So we have as well a Chinese chef. So in the end, it's basically the world on one palette. Yeah, if the palette is kappa, then you're gonna
Right.
hit basically Tamra.
Okay, so that could be Western cuisine, Asian, Indian, all of that
Yes.
blended together.
It's
So
not blended together in one dish. You will find
Yeah.
corners in one of the same restaurant.
Right, right. So, what's the emphasis? Are you sticking to authentic? When you say Asian, so is that authentic Asian, or you've tried doing fusion and some
That's
other
the reason why we have the
influences?
expert. We have chefs from China, from
So-
Korea, and as well from Thailand. So they play basically the key roles in the Asian Oriental kitchen theaters, and I do play a little role in the Western cooking theater. So
Okay.
it should be authentic as possible because many people in India, and especially New Delhi,
Right.
have been traveling all around the world, and then the end of the day do have their assumption how something should look like. So when it comes to spaghetti bolognese, for example, which is available on the
Right.
buffet, the live counter, it's the way it's made all over the world. If it's right or wrong, and somebody from Italy will say, there's not spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah.
We will say, but that's what guests want in the end of the day.
Okay, so you mean the dishes that are served are predominantly authentic, but maybe the presentation is a little more modern and
Yes.
creative.
Yes, because we purchased a very, very modern, and actually timeless line of Chinaware from a
Right.
special supplier abroad of India, which do have many different kind of shapes, and that's the reason why any a la carte dish, for example, will come on different plate.
Right, right. And of the dishes, which is your favorite? I mean, if you had to pick, maybe, okay, let's give you two. So if you had to pick two dishes out of the entire menu of Tamra's, which would they be?
I would suggest to have this roasted lamb loin, then there's bean ragu, then there's a tomato glaze, and
So that's the end of my gastronomic expedition at Tamra. You must really check out Tamra because it has a very lively yet rustic kind of a feel to it. It's an all-day diner, but there's so much of variety in terms of sheer availability of food, from cold dishes to hot dishes to teppanyaki to Western to other Asian influences and a lot of other Indian dishes. There's also a counter, I'd like to say, where you can pick your vegetables and ask the chef to blend it with the curry and serve it to you hot. So I'm standing right in front of that counter right now, which is not in function at the moment because the buffet is over, but otherwise there's a lot more here and you must come back and check it out. Until then, this is Anvesha Mitra signing off for Buzz in Town.